What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is March the 18th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and what big money is doing today. Before we get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. Starting off with data points, we do have permits and starts coming out in roughly 30 minutes. And the last couple of reports have been fairly good, so no real reason to assume any different about this. But regardless, I don't really see that moving the market all that much. Some of the big things that could move the market though today is Trump. So Trump stated that he's going to be signing an executive order roughly around 2 p.m. today. So that could cause some volatility. Aside from that, Nvidia GTC 2025 is kicking off with a keynote. And so that's going to be probably a lot of volatility. You do see a lot of the quantum stocks fairly active this morning in a negative way, and I think that is because of what potentially Jensen could say during that keynote, but they're not going to be kind of listed in this video because the volume isn't necessarily there, but a lot of them are just trending down. So with that, you do see the futures slightly red. Dow is down 0.24, S&P down 0.34, NASDAQ is down 0.53. Fear and greed index has been improving, so it went from 21 to 23 yesterday still, though this does signal that people's appetite for risk isn't necessarily there, so people are still somewhat cautious about all that. Getting right to it though, Sofi is down slightly, just piggybacking off the broader market as what has been happening lately. No news from today, so you did have some news coming out yesterday that I've already talked about in the dedicated Sofi video. Shorts did surprisingly return quite a lot yesterday, so that's always a positive thing. Hopefully that momentum does continue, but 12.24% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 131.97 million shares overall are being shorted. In my opinion, I feel like even though it would be nice to have that momentum continue, I don't think shorts are going to do all that much today. Rather, they're going to react to tomorrow Powell. So again, that could happen, and maybe, I don't know. It's going to be a crazy ride tomorrow. At the same time, with that being said, you might have some last minute jitters today during power hour selling out just in anticipation of maybe some negative comments by Powell afterwards. But aside from that though, with it at $12.19, trading between this S2 and this S3, so 12.72 will be a strong kind of target slash resistance for Sofi, and then 11.31 will be a next strong support. Similar to yesterday, neither of these were touched. Most likely the same will happen today, so just kind of take note of those going forward. But NIO right now is also getting a lot of volume, so up 5.17%. It did reach a peak of being plus 17%. That was during the overnight trading. And the reason why it went up is because of this. So NIO and CATL formed a strategic partnership on battery swapping. So pretty good stuff. Actually a little bit better than pretty good. That's amazing. And so given the NIO's earnings this Friday, very good timing. And so yeah, let me know your general thoughts on that. Shorts are increasing this morning, 490,000 shares though, so that's probably what did bring it from that plus 17 to being plus only 5 is shorts. But 15.26% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 203.88 million shares. So shorts will be fairly active today to try to suppress NIO, as what they typically do. But with it at 522 right now, it is trading between these 2 points. So this R2 and this R1. So 528 will be that next strong target slash resistance, followed by 570. Flip side, 502 will be a strong support. So just let me know your thoughts on that, and if you are a buyer or if you're a seller or whatever else. Moving on, Lucid. Lucid is getting a lot of volume this morning, so it is up 2.78%. Had a abnormal spike after hours yesterday to, I think it was like 226 or something like that, but no official news from Lucid. Rather, they did get a new analyst rating, so the actual rating itself stayed the same. Rather, I think it was just the upside did increase. So Adam Jonas from Morgan Stanley did give a re-rating and just said the upside potential is roughly around $10. I think there's some other motives behind the scenes in my opinion, but I'll kind of save that for the Lucid dedicated video. But 23.33% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 282.48 million shares overall are being shorted. Anticipate shorts to be fairly active today because regardless, even if Lucid is green by 5%, shorts are increasing almost 2 million shares. So they're very, very reactive to the stock price. The only thing is, the difference between them and a normal short is that they wait up until the market does open, then they buy puts and tank it. So there's going to be a little bit of a battle today, so just kind of be aware of that. With it though, at 222, it is trading between this pivot and this S1, so 206 will be a strong support. Flip side, 263 will be the next strong target / resistance. I don't see that pivot point being touched. Rather, it'll just be probably stuck in limbo where it is now, in between these 2 points. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. Nvidia, like I said, the keynote is going to be later today, I believe in the early morning. But aside from that, a lot of people are somewhat cautious about it. So Nvidia is down slightly, 0.37%. Shorts are increasing so far this morning, 280,000 shares. 1.05% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 244.74 million shares overall being shorted. Obviously, this isn't a squeeze play whatsoever, but still good to bring up what shorts are essentially doing. Right now with that 118 and change, it is trading between this pivot and this S1, so 115.50 will be a strong support. Flip side, 127 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. So let me know your viewpoint on that in the comments below. And then last but not least, ticker ADTX. So it is up 32% because of this news right here. So it looks like they announced submission of US federal government funding proposals. So it's really moving higher because of that, even though it just says if awarded. So it's just at this stage, just the proposals. So yeah, it's kind of a good thing given that it could be up to 117.5 million. Market cap right now is 1.35 or 1.38. So yeah, it's okay news. I wouldn't really get behind this, but this is, I believe, the second most heavily traded stock so far this morning. So people must like it behind the scenes, but it's not really my forte. Currently, 2.17% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 6.83 thousand shares. So kind of interesting. Shorts are returning 34,000 shares this morning. So most likely that is one very big attributing factor why it is moving higher, is just because of shorts returning. With it though, at $5.45, trading between this S1 and this S2, so 405 will be a strong support. And then flip side, $10.86 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. So let me know your thoughts on these stocks. Is there any other stocks that's floating your boat? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. One final thing, pop over to my Patreon and give buy signals on stocks, options, and crypto. Many of them have been absolutely on point and bangers. Definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.